Hello everyone, welcome to Southern Wreaths. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make this really adorable snowman head wreath. These are the supplies I'm going to use to make this wreath. So I started by taking these silver tinsel pipe cleaners and cutting them in half. Just because you don't need a full pipe cleaner and it just makes a big mess behind the frame. I'm going to cut the 6-inch mesh at 10 inches each. And I'm going to do 4 pieces in each bundle. And I'm going to do the curl method. I found that the 6-inch mesh is the perfect size for this particular wreath. I use the 8-inch wreath form. They come in the 2-pack from Dollar Tree. So when you use bigger mesh, it would just take up way too much room. And this mesh is white, but it has this silver tinsel line running through it. It's really pretty. And I just like to use my bow dabber to hold my mesh in place. You can use your fingers too if you'd like. And then I just take my half of a pipe cleaner and twist it tightly. And I'm pulling up on the mesh as I do that. Right here I'm showing you where I add the pipe cleaner. Just over the 2 middle bars, I just kind of straddle it. You know, one piece on one side, one on the other. If you wanted to go around the whole thing, you could. I didn't find it necessary. I will run through and make several bundles. And then you can either twist it or you can spin it while holding it in place. I don't recommend doing that if you plan on pushing your stuff around because once you twist it, it doesn't really move. It's better to do it by hand. But I went through and made up bundles. I ended up using 5 rolls of mesh. And then now I'll just jump through and show you how I add it. And I didn't add any to the outside. It covered really well. But if you wanted to make it even fuller, you could add more curls to the outside. Again, this covered so well, but I did not find it necessary. Towards the end, I did want to make sure I had it extremely full. So I'm pushing apart places that didn't have as many pipe cleaners. All you have to do is turn it over and you can see how many pipe cleaners in each section. I bought this carrot garland at Easter. After Easter I believe it was 90% off at Hobby Lobby, so I paid next to nothing for it. But I knew it would be perfect for snowman noses. So I'm just pushing it through the center, and it wasn't working well because of the green, and it actually has little sticks in it too. So I'm just going to push it through to the back. I was lucky it came with this wire. So I just unhooked the wire from the rope and twisted it around the frame. I didn't like how it was only connected with one piece of wire. So I actually go through and remove the wire from another carrot. Now I just pulled the sticks off and I'm trimming away this greenery. It wasn't necessary. See, I just cut that piece of wire off and I'm just going to attach it to the existing wire and then attach that to the other side of the frame. This just keeps it in place and it makes it where the carrot doesn't kind of pop out. But it pull the carrot out to where you want it to stand. So that's kind of nice. If you get it or if I was to sell this to you and you got it, you would be able to adjust the nose to the way you like it. And now I'm going through and pushing all of the pipe cleaners through so they're not sticking out. I cut a piece of rope from the garland and I spray painted it black. And then I had these little berries here to the left from a pick. It was like a bundle of grapes. And I pulled the little 3-pick piece of it off. And I also spray painted that black. And now I'm just going to use these 2 for the eyes. I thought they were the perfect size for this head. They were not quite long enough. So I do take one of the half pieces of pipe cleaner and I cut that in half again. So I have a 1/4 of a piece of pipe cleaner and I attach it to the bottom of this wire. I like the wire that's on the bead, so I am going to keep that because it keeps it sturdy and in its place. And I just use my wire cutters to bend the tip. And then I twist the pipe cleaner around and then just squeeze it closed. And this just made it where it was long enough to attach to the frame but I got to keep all of the heavier wire. If you have some really, high gauge wire, you could use that here instead of the pipe cleaner. The pipe cleaner worked well, and it's easy to feed through and attach to the frame. And I just twist it around the frame. And with this being a curl wreath, you can move the little eyes around to where you like them by moving the curls. I hope that makes sense, where you can kind of move a curl up or down around the eye, and it'll position the eye where you want it to be. And now I'm just adding some hot glue to this piece of rope. And then I'm just going to make a smiley face. You can see here I put it down further, but here it's moved up. And that's because I decided I wanted to add a bow, so I just popped it right back up and moved it up. It didn't leave anything on the mesh, which was nice. I'm just going to use my bow dabber to make a small bow. And I'm just holding it up to the snowman to see how big I want it to be. I didn't want anything too large. I believe they're about 3-inch loops. And now I was just using my pipe cleaner to measure to see if they were about the same size. Now these are probably about 2.5 inches. So I did 3-inch loops and then about 2.5-inch loops. And then my tail I would say is about 4 inches. This is just a quick and easy bow you can make. You can actually do it by hand. It's not super difficult to hold. Sorry I'm off camera, but I just twisted a pipe cleaner around it extremely tight. Then I cut this piece of ribbon to make a center loop. And with the center loops, you can turn them whichever way you want. They can go up and down or left to right. It just depends on the look you're going for. And I just take the pipe cleaners and stick them through the loop going across, and then pull it around to the back and twist again. So I create like an X going through the center loop. And you don't have to do that. You could just add that on top and then add your pipe cleaner, or you can add another pipe cleaner or a zip tie. Just whatever is easiest for you. So I just feed that through to the back and attach it to the frame. And then because it's wired ribbon, I can fluff my bow and have it where I want it to be. So I picked up this hat ornament at Christmas from Dollar Tree, and I thought it was just so cute, and it matched the ribbon I used for the bow tie so well. So I'm going to use a stapler, but I didn't like how the staples were holding, so I decided to use hot glue on top of that. And then I was a little worried about that, so I decided to cut a piece of the tag from the hat and just place that over top, just as an extra bonding layer, I guess. And I let that sit and dry, probably for a good 15-20 minutes. I didn't want it to pop off. I really wanted it to hold. And then again, I just feed this through to the back. And you can add more than one pipe cleaner if you want, but I didn't see that I needed more than one, especially because I want it to come at an angle. I didn't want the hat to sit straight. I just thought it was cute kind of off to the side. And again, I just wrap it around the frame. And that's it. That's how I made my really cute little snowman head. This only measures about 14 inches across, so it's pretty tiny. And you can always add an 18-inch frame below and make a whole entire snowman. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below, or you can email me at craftingwithlee@yahoo.com. Thanks so much for watching, and if y'all like my video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.